Welcome to another Hebrew lesson. In this lesson, I will cover the most basic elements of the Hebrew language, sounds or hagaim, consonants or itzurim, and vowels or tnuot. This is crucial to understand if you are serious about learning Hebrew and understanding the moving parts of the language. Learning the fundamentals of the Hebrew language is important. Nevertheless, you may be already familiar with some of the materials in this lesson, so feel free to browse the channel and find the lessons suitable for your level. If you are a beginner, this lesson is perfect for you. Before we start, I recommend you go over the links in the description below. You will find there some more useful information. Also, check out the short exercise at the end of this lesson. Let's start with the most basic concept, a sound. When we speak, we create sounds. Sounds, when put together, create words and help deliver a clear message to the listener. In Hebrew, we divide sounds into two components, consonants and vowels. Consonants and vowels are the representations of the sounds in the language. In Hebrew, consonants are the letters, vowels are the nikud signs. Let's see an example, the word chalom. How many sounds do we have here? The consonant ch, which is represented by the letter chet, the vowel a, which is represented by the nikud sign chataf patach, the consonant l, which is represented by the letter lamed, the vowel o, that is represented by the letter vav and the nikud chola male, and the consonant m, which is represented by the letter mem in its final form. We have a total of 5 sounds, 3 consonants and 2 vowels. We will now see the word icher. How many sounds do we have here? The consonant a, cha, and r, that are represented by the letters aleph, chet, and resh respectively. The vowels e and e, that are represented by the nikud signs chirik and tzere respectively. A total of 5 sounds. Now test yourself. How many sounds are there in the word shi'er? Shi'er. Write your answers in the comments below. Try to specify the consonants and the vowels if possible. Let's dive a little deeper. What are consonants? Consonants are the sounds we make when air is obstructed by different areas of our mouth and or throat. In every language, the pronunciation of consonants may differ from one another, and that can present a challenge when learning a new language. The consonants in Hebrew are represented by the 22 letters of the language. Here is a table of the consonants with their matching English letters. Aleph matches A, Bet matches B, Gimel, Dalet, He, Vav, Zain, Chet, Tet, Yod, Kaf, Lamed, Mem, Nun, Samech, Ain, Pe, Tzadi, Kuf, Resh, Shin, and Tav. Notice the letter Ain. It is colored green in the list. The letter Ain doesn't have a matching English letter. It can sound a lot like the letter Aleph, but with a guttural articulated emphasis. For example, the letter Aleph with the vowel A creates the sound of A. The letter Ain with the vowel A creates the sound of A. Sorry for the heavy accent, I'm just trying to emphasize the pronunciation. Ain can be decorated with any vowel. If you find it hard to pronounce, just stick with the letter Aleph pronunciation. What are vowels? Vowels are the sounds we make when air flows freely out of our lungs. In modern Hebrew, there are 5 vowel sounds. In ancient Hebrew, there used to be more than 5 vowel sounds. That is the reason why you will soon see more nikud signs than the actual vowel sounds. The extra nikud signs remain in writing, but not in pronunciation. The vowel sounds are a, e, I, o, and u. Let's look at the nikud. Notice that the nikud divides into long vowels and short vowels. This is a remnant from ancient Hebrew. In modern Hebrew, this has no effect on pronunciation, but does affect nikud rules. The vowel a, represented by kamatz gadol, for a long vowel, and by patach, for a short vowel. The vowel e, represented by tzere and tzere male for long vowel, and by segol for short vowel. The vowel I, represented by chirik male for long vowel, and by chirik chaser for a short vowel. The vowel O, represented by cholam and cholam male for long vowel, and by kamatz katan for a short vowel. The vowel U, represented by shuruk for a long vowel, and by kubutz for a short vowel. There is a little more to nikud and vowels. Check out the nikud series for more information and in-depth lessons. In today's lesson, we learned about the sounds, what are consonants and vowels in the Hebrew language. By now, you should be able to differentiate the sound from one another and recognize what is nikud and what is a letter. It is time for a short exercise. At the end of each question, I will present to you the correct answer. 1. Is Gimel a representation of a consonant or a vowel? Answer: Gimel is a letter, thus representing a consonant. 2. How many sounds are there in the word Sefer? Sefer. Specify the consonants and vowels. A total of 5 sounds, 3 consonants, samech, pe, and resh, 2 vowels, tzere and segol, both creating the sound of e. And last question. In the modern Hebrew language, how many vowel sounds are there, and why there are more nikud signs than vowel sounds? Answer: in modern Hebrew, there are 5 vowel sounds. There is a greater number of nikud signs since in ancient Hebrew there were more than 5 vowel sounds. Well, that's it for today. If you have any question, leave it in the comments below. I hope you have found this lesson interesting. As always, thank you and toda for watching.